What's going on, people? We're back. We're back. Didn't think there was a better way to make the reappearance than the lottery. Um, Big moment for the Raptors. Um, Man, it's gonna be interesting time. We're either gonna have potentially the sixth pick, a top four pick, or no pick. Lots gonna happen today. Like to welcome everybody to the stream. Um, yeah, it's been a while. I don't think I've done a stream here for 3 months. Life got a little bit busy, but I'm back, people. We're back. Um, Today, I don't think I'll do anything beyond the end of the lottery. So it's going to be a short stream. Just wanted to get back into the swing of things. Ramping back up for the rest of the summer. Off season is going to be interesting. A lot of different angles in terms of how to look at things. So that's what we're going to do, people. If you're here, major shout out to you. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Um, but yeah, what's everybody saying? I got the Tankathon website queued up right here. We're gonna pull this up. Bear with me, people. About to share this screen. I'm gonna close the banking real quick. But yeah, so this is the lottery. Those are the odds. There we go. And yeah, basically you gotta look at it this way. If anybody over here, so anybody, Memphis, Utah, Houston, Brooklyn, who are all these teams, if anybody here jumps into the top four and we don't, we lose the pick. If nobody jumps in, we keep the pick, and really we'll see if we get into the top four or not. Now, I really wish that there was upside to this lottery because it feels like for the most part it's it'll be relief to keep the pick, but it won't be excitement to have it because like the prospects in this draft, people aren't really talking about them with a whole lot of excitement. And as is, right? If you look at what the Raptors need in the long term, of course, we need young, talented players. But in the short term, based on what we saw on the court, it would be nice to have somebody that can hoop right now. So I don't really know in a draft class like this at number 6 who you would get that's ready to hoop immediately. Like naturally drafting young players is about patience, and I think the Raptors fans have run out of patience, understandably so. Why, hello there, good sir. AJ Byatt, shout out to you. Long time. Nice to see people in the chat. But yeah, we got the lottery coming up in 6 minutes. We'll see how it goes. I simmed the lottery a bunch of times to get the Raptors to win for the thumbnail. But yeah, let's look at this mock real quick. Now, I don't know if people in the chat are overly familiar with a lot of the players. I know Topic is the player that a lot of people have been talking about. The thing is, though, I don't know if a guard, like, we're in such a weird position compared to where we were last year. Last year, it was like around this time, I was like, for God's sake, we need guards. Now it's kind of the opposite. We have a lot of guards. If anything, we need to start getting a different kind of player. We need some forwards and whatnot. Have you been, bro? I've been good, bro. Been good. Been busy. The interesting thing about content creating is that like you don't ever really factor in how it's going to change how you spend your time in life. So, sometimes you're going to make certain sacrifices to be dedicated to the content, and then other things might get neglected a little bit, and then you got to make up for that. But never did I really consider how if I want to do content creating seriously, like you actually have to reorganize your whole life. So I think slowly it'll be easier and easier for me. But ever since I've had this channel, and I think this upcoming June, it'll be 2 years. I've had a bunch of these 2-3 month stints where I just stopped doing content because like I just have to focus on something else temporarily. But I think I'm getting better at striking a balance in life of just making sure I got time for my professional life, time for the content world, time for my social life, time for the gym and stuff like that. So we're getting better. Hope you guys have been okay. Yeah, first stream since like January, I think. It's been a minute. But yeah, I think we need forwards. Like, we're not really in a position where guards make a ton of sense because even with what we're doing, like lately, we're playing RJ at the three. We're playing two guards. Grady projects to again not be like a small forward or anything. So we have a lot of guard shit going on the roster. We need forwards. I think a center would be nice too. Obviously, I don't think we have a like a long term solution. Also, because the wildest shit just keeps happening with our centers. We lose Koloko, non basketball related. We lose Jonte in the weirdest basketball circumstances ever. Um, so that's tough. Like we're losing center rosters on our center players on our roster for these random reasons. Hey, my guy Rio, shout out. Good to see you back in the chat. How you been, bro? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. We got Rexdale's finest Rio in the chat. Rio, what are you saying? You excited? Are there any? Is there anybody in the draft that you got your eyes on? Because for me, honestly, like I'm looking at it like this: like I need forwards. Like if you even just look at the players here, it looks like the forwards are at the top of the draft. There's the guy from the G League, but honestly, I don't know. I have apprehensions about players from the G League. I'd have to look it up to see recently, but all the Ignite players, I feel like Jalen Green looks good. Who are the other Ignite players though? Scoot's been disappointing, although I'm not writing him off. All right, give it to us, bro. Cause yo, Rio had names in summer league. Rio's always got somebody he keeps an eye on. Who were the guys in summer league? I forget, but there was a guy you wanted, and he came on and he was getting buckets, and I was like, oh shit. Where did I go? But yeah, so the other forwards, what we got? Oh, Ron Holland, another G League player. Cody Williams drops down to the 12th on this mock. But yeah, it looks like at the spot where our pick is, it's a lot of guards. And I just don't know. Like if you draft a guard, let's say, you're not like that guard and Grady, I'm assuming are a big part of your future, considering like how recently you made a big investment in them. So then the question becomes like, what do you do with Quickly and RJ? I don't know if I love the idea of RJ at the three. Mainly just because of the kind of players that have to be defended at that position. You look at the defensive assignments for threes in the league, bro, that's tough to be putting on RJ's shoulders, I think. I like that French shoot. Oh, Sar? I think that's the guy at the top of the draft, right? Alex Sar. But that's the thing, yo. Again, like the prospects that I think people have their eyes on and people want on the Raptors, they're pretty high up in this draft. Yo, the depression that would hit if we lose the pick, though, that'd be tough. That'd be really, really tough. Yo, as far as players go, like I know the Kentucky team was disappointing, but like I like Dillingham. But again, just not the kind of player we need. Say a word. His brother's in the draft. Is that Cody Williams? Cody. Okay, true. Because that's the other forward. I didn't know his Jalen Williams' brother. Yo, Cody Williams might be like other than the G League guy, might be one of the better forward options if we stay and have our pick at number 6. Big up, Joel. We're back. Yo, I don't know if you were in the playback when it happened, but what are your thoughts on the Jimmy Butler comments with Pat Riley, or like Pat Riley's comments about Jimmy Butler? I thought it was hilarious. I think Pat Riley's one of the few people that can speak like that about people. But that being said, I also don't know how smart it is. Like, I don't know how Jimmy would take it. I feel like if I was Jimmy, right, and I don't know if he's petty like this, yo, I'm bringing playoff Jimmy into the regular season. We're getting to 65 games. We're earning that max. And we're pissing people off, bro. Putting Pat Riley in a tough position. Yo, Jez, that's a hilarious name on StreamYard. Hold up, let me make
Yeah.
a way to put that name out there. Oh my god, I love it.
Alright. Hey, you ever make a biddy hit the knees, man? Nah, but what's good, everyone? Big up to you, Alam, as well, for the sending the link out.
Yeah, yeah. I think this is the first time you've been on this channel.
I think I've been at most once, but it was like
Yeah.
a small appearance. So
Yo,
yeah,
it may have been beginning of the season last year.
yes, pretty much
Opening
yeah.
night.
So I think I was coming on talking about the Thunder, because I think at the time we're still having lottery picks actually. So yeah, I may have been there, but it must have been only like once or so. Definitely
Yeah,
not
yeah,
more than that.
yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
But yeah, yo, I think the Thunder have a late pick in the lottery, right?
yeah, it was one of the later ones. Yeah, literally, there
I
Houston,
got Houston's
Houston's.
pick.
Yes, but I don't know.
What?
I don't know what the conditions of the picks are though.
Let's see. Okay, so current draft pick number 12. Uh, it's protected 1 to 4. So basically, if the pick gets if Houston wins the lottery into no the first 4 spots, then they get to keep it.
Ah, okay. I mean, yo, get it to fifth. Like, just be as shameless as possible and get it to fifth, which is
That's
probably
what.
unlikely, but yeah,
Yeah. So basically, you're gonna either stay at 12 or go back because they only lottery off the first 4 picks,
yeah.
and then it's
I
just
mean,
straight the order after that.
I don't really see a surprise for you if all of a sudden get a good pick out of here. But hey, I'm not complaining. We getting a lottery pick. Maybe, we can maybe find somebody that will actually help our situation currently with our team. Like, I don't think we are massively in need of a player that is like a high profile rookie or something. I think even if you get somebody that's like a solid squad player for us, would
Yeah.
actually be useful right now.
Yeah. No, 100%. Like you guys are the youngest team in like the
The playoffs
playoffs
right now, yeah, in the playoffs
and
right now.
almost like one of the younger teams in basketball.
Yes.
Um, it's you guys are in a weird position where it's like I wonder if because it's so clear that you guys can't make all these draft picks, like I wonder how the leverage works in these trade negotiations.
I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't know because like some teams may look at it and say, you know what, they might, we might just go and take some of them in the future because you never
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
But I don't because I really don't know what our plan is to begin with, if I want to be honest. But in the same time, I think we are just literally just waiting. We are just waiting.
Yo, I
But
just saw on TV that if there's some conditions on the Utah pick for OKC. Oh, it's protected 1 to 10, but if Utah drops to 11 for some reason, OKC gets the pick. Yo, you guys are wild.
Paul, imagine two picks in the lottery for us, despite maybe
Man,
going
two
through to the
two picks in the
semifinals.
lottery and you're still playing basketball.
Literally.
Yo, who did the
Uh,
Thunder send to the lottery if they sent somebody? Yo, that'd be mad awkward. Like they'd have to find some guy.
I didn't see anything from any of our Thunder accounts saying anything that this guy is at the
Uh,
lottery. Let me actually check. Let me check
I
again.
mean,
Maybe it was a bit later.
yeah,
Um, nobody, nothing was said. So yeah, I think we're just gonna have nobody there.
that's interesting, bro. You guys get 2 lottery picks, might not have anybody there.
So this one, did it ever happen before?
Probably not. Probably not. Because it's not just that like you guys have the chance to get 2 picks, but it's the second pick is so unlikely that like it would have to be that kind of situation where it's so unlikely that they just send nobody.
Yeah, like they just showed it here on my stream. They showing like it's like a not it's like a not 0.4% chance that the Utah pick becomes a Thunder pick.
Yeah. Oh,
Mm.
yo, I don't know if you guys remember. Do you guys remember that he fan ranting? I think like in November
Yeah, I think I remember.
when he called Pat Riley a Dwayne Wade merchant,
Uh, yeah, I think I remember actually. Was it on
bro.
Twitter or did you saw it or?
Yeah, it was a Twitter Spaces.
Oh yeah, I know I know who you're talking about. I actually know the guy off a different stream.
That's hilarious.
You know what I'm saying? That's the funny part. Like, so when I saw everybody talking about, it, I'm like, let me listen to this. Oh, this guy from the stream that I watch.
Yo, he called him a Dwayne Wade merchant. He said that like, yo, players of this generation, they don't care about your rings and whatnot. But yo, it kind of like honestly, I think he was saying some pretty reasonable stuff. Um, and I think honestly, if you look at what Pat Riley's done, you could more. I think the correct way to frame it is that like you get decent players, and then your coach gets the absolute best out of them. But you're not actually giving your coach like good groceries to cook the meal up.
Yeah. Now this has been Ito for like last couple of seasons, like bro, just bunch of bunch of randoms,
Yeah,
one superstar, and see
yeah,
what we go from here. So yeah, it's like I don't know, man. The Heat is a funny team, like, and I'm just go. Actually, you know what? Just one question because it's funny that I'm here in the lottery. What I
yeah.
like, I some of the better projected players here in this draft. Because I'll be honest, I don't know really many guys in this draft to be honest.
So yo, I don't know them too well myself, but what I've heard is I've heard good things about this Dillingham guy, guard from Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky. Yeah.
I've heard Nikola Topic get a lot of hype. The thing is, yo, like this is a draft where people keep saying it's a shit draft, it's a shit draft, it's a shit draft, right? What that means to me is there's probably just going to be more busts than normal in the top 10, but there's probably
Mhm.
going to be some ballers like in the 10s and the 20s.
Yeah, this is what I made my that was my argument that I said that
Yeah.
a lot of people maybe look at it because you don't have your Zions, your
Yeah.
RJs, your Tatum's and stuff in the top five
Yeah.
and top 10. I'm saying that you can still pick up really good ballers
Yeah.
outside of the lottery, this is hopefully something that I don't know which picks we have outside the lottery, but I'm hoping we can find some. I think like we have our what Utah have our pick currently because I'm looking at here
Yeah.
that Utah have our pick, but I don't know the conditions of that. Let me check if I can find
Yo,
it.
so
All.
right now this mock draft has you at 12 taking Jalen Williams' brother.
Yeah, I've seen that, and they're saying like, yo, we drafting this bro and they're getting together to getting him to Oklahoma. I don't know if there's been invitations already, but
Yeah.
I heard he had walkouts already at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So I'm not even taking I wouldn't even take it past him. Actually I don't even know how good he is to be honest, this brother. Like I never seen him play.
Yeah, I think that's Jared McCain. I just looked it up. Let me see. Oh yeah, they got him 15 in this draft to Duke.
Mm.
Yo, then there's a Filipowski from Duke, right? I think he's the guy who when they rushed the court, like somebody touched him and he basically like acted like,
Yeah,
you know, he got the craziest injury ever. And yo,
yeah, follow you.
I was watching this show and they were like they played that clip and then they played the clip of Mishi Bashuai doing like that fucking spin kick to a fan. And they kept
Oh,
going back and forth
oh,
between the two
I saw
clips.
that. Oh my thing. I swear though, like these two clips right there,
You know, two different kinds of athletes.
literally.
Uh,
That much white clip still kills me. That dude literally just said, "I'm actually gonna try and hurt somebody." Or
yeah, 100%.
yeah, I'm saying yeah. I didn't know this. Williams brother 6'8". Hey, bring some height to my team. This is what we need. But
For real.
we need. I can't like if we go and get somebody in the draft in this lottery, like shit. I need somebody that's like 7 foot man, 7. Like I need a big man. I need a big man. Like yesterday was a tough watch with these offensive rebounds.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. No, it's true. You guys need a center. And you thing is, I think if you're gonna get us like Chet's gonna play the five long term, right?
Yes.
So then you need a backup center, which is I guess like that wouldn't be the high pick. Like you can probably either trade for that or find it somewhere else in the draft. If you're gonna pick at number 12, you may as well go look for a power forward with some size to complement whoever
Mhm.
else would be playing. Or like to be honest, like who do you guys start at power forward right now?
Jalen.
Yeah, see, I would try to find a long term power forward and kick Jalen to the three.
But yeah, this is what I've been talking about even yesterday, just on the playback and when we were watching the game, and I was talking about how we pretty much know who the biggest issue is in our team right now.
Yeah,
In the start 11 so forth, and then I was talking about how even our second unit highest players, the other Williams, which who's 6'9".
Yeah.
And I'm basically, I mean, in terms of guys who actually play. So guys like Muscala and Bismarck are not counting because they
Yeah.
don't play.
Yeah.
So you can see like when you have guys like yesterday, I'm looking at Lively, PJ Washington going off like that. It's not gonna happen hopefully again. But
Yeah.
it's just the fact of the matter that you have height there. Well, we have kind of like just Chet out there. That's why I was like, I wasn't too harsh on Chet because I was kind of like, I kind of feel sorry for the guy because like you need to do everything you need to do everything
He's battling entirely on his own.
pretty much. Yeah, and
Completely
J-
on his own.
Williams. I don't know if he played the four. Like obviously he's capable of playing the four, but
Mm.
I don't think in college he was like a four to begin with. I think he was a three.
No.
Like I said, it's the whole Giddy situation that's just what really puts everything out of balance. And I think if you can, like you said, if you can find a solid four, I
Yeah.
don't mind either. Like it's just kind of like the height thing is kind of like just the issue you can see because I'm what six, Giddy is like what 6'6", 6'7".
Giddy, I think, is like 6'7" ish.
Yeah, so it's like it's not necessarily small, but if so, it's not that it's necessarily an issue. But if Giddy was a bit more athletic, if he was an athletic player, I
Yeah.
think we wouldn't be so much of an issue with the height as we have. Because like defensively, he just get cooked. Like Giddy just looks like a point guard out there, like an old school. I don't defend, but I do. But I carry the ball type of point guard. It feels
Yeah.
like. So yeah, it's kind of. I think this is what it is. Like we lack the physicality and we lack height. So I can understand why they linking us to Cody Williams. I just find it a bit hilarious because it's literally because we have his older brother already, but I have
Yeah.
not watched him to fail. I have not watched him.
Yeah, and I think like when you're talking about Williams and Giddy and stuff, right? It's like it's a classic thing in sports. It applies to football too, right? Just because somebody can do something doesn't mean that should be your plan, right? Like,
Yes.
um, if somebody being able to be passable at the four, but if that's not really what they do, that's not their game. What they're you get the best out of them if you do something else. Like your plan should be to allow them to do the thing that they're best at. Um, and they should be finding somebody who playing the four is what they're best at. Um,
Hmm.
so I think that should definitely be the plan for OKC with the 12th pick.
Yes. That's why I don't really liked it because I've seen discussions of people maybe asking me even if I maybe would like to see Chet play
Yeah,
in the four if he can find a really dominant number five.
yeah, yeah.
Now that's an interesting conversation because you see that currently at Minnesota,
Hmm.
but my question would be no. My question would be is who is that number five that we ain't talking about?
Yeah,
Because I don't mind trying new things. And the next season is it the regular season 82 games or so. Like it's a lot of basketball. So there's nothing really wrong experimenting. But for me it's more of like who is the number five who is in question.
yeah.
So yeah,
No
I
doubt.
mean it's an interesting situation that we currently in. It's just interesting.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. That's actually like a thing we could do here is like looking at these teams and being like, what the hell should they be doing, right? Detroit, yo, it's simple, bro. Just get the best talent you can get.
Yeah, bro. Yes,
I
yes.
wouldn't even like with these two teams, Detroit, Washington. I would not even think about fit. Like you're not good enough to be thinking about fit. You get the best talent you can get, and you figure out the fit of
Figure out
things
the
later.
rest, yeah. The
You
rest is
can't
like
think
you.
about players like Jordan Poole and all these guys and be like, oh, who fits around them? No, 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 no. You take the
Nah,
best
get
player and you go
yeah,
from there.
definitely.
Yo, Charlotte, bro. I think Charlotte. You guys need to pick the best person in the draft, bro. Whoever that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever had really good grades, never got in trouble. You just got to get one of those guys.
But nah, see, no, it's like you say that, but the next thing you know, he's gonna get corrupted by the team. No,
Damn, that's true. Yo, that actually might cause like a really big rift in the locker room.
I'm saying like like I mean shit. If they can get a guy that's serious like Brandon Miller in terms of like
Yeah,
yo, I'm just trying to be out there and hoop and win games.
yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good step already. That's a good step already. Like, forget the talent level. Just a
yeah,
guy that actually cares. That's already
yeah.
a good step already.
Nah, it's true. That's true.
Mm.
Um,
What about actually you guys? Because I'm seeing right here on the what I'm looking the projected
yeah.
draft thing that you guys are maybe like Dillingham is the one that projected for you guys to go.
Yo, the thing is like I like Dillingham, but we don't need guards. And the thing is
Yeah,
it's
that's what I
not
was
like
thinking too.
we have our guards stamped, right? So it's like it's a weird middle ground where it's not like we have our one and our two set for the next 10 years and it's done and we're fine. But like quickly, RJ and Grady Dick, like they might not be good enough. So
Yes,
honestly, if you think a guard is elite, you probably take them. But if you believe in the guys that you have in their development, then we need to go for power forward. I think power forward, ideally small forward would still be fine. um but yeah, like basically we have Scotty Barnes as one of our forwards. I think either position he'd be fine. um you can kind of, there's some flexibility there, but you need a forward, I think. And then honestly, you do need a center, but in my opinion, I don't think you need to, how do I say this? I don't actually think you have to have an elite center in basketball the way you have to have an elite forward.
I agree.
So I just think, bro, if this is a premium resource, a premium asset with like a pick in the top 10, you try to get a forward out of it. Now the trouble is it seems like there's two forwards at the top of the draft and then a bit of a drop off. There's some G League guys that I just don't trust, bro. Cause like, let me see. Okay, let me
Yes,
G.
I'm looking at right now. So you have Matas Boost and Basilis, if I said
Yeah,
it correctly. You have Ron Holland, and then you have T John and Sullivan.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think these are like the ones who are predicted currently as of right now the highest.
So here I pulled up the history, right? This is the history
Yeah,
of the G League Ignite draft picks in the NBA. Yo, Jalen Green looks good, solid. I'm not gonna hate. Kuminga, same thing. But everybody else, question marks.
yeah, I see a thought.
Question marks
I'll
for
be honest.
every other name on this list.
Yeah, see, Scoot. What do you think is good though? Like, you think he just needs a bit more time, or
Well, I think Scoot does need time, but I'm also like, I think he could have at least showed something, right? Because the person I compare it
mm,
to, and they're completely different players, but yo, Trey Young was complete dog shit at the beginning of his career, bro.
yes,
It was bad, right? And he obviously figured it out, and it took some time, and it was good. But I think at the end of his rookie year, he showed something. That's what I remember, at least. I think with Scoot, it's rough that he didn't show anything, right? And the problem is Scoot's calling card is like athleticism. I don't think with Scoot it'll ever be a thing where like you have elite skill and you're just this talented player. So it's like if you're gonna say he's gonna develop that as he gets older, sure, but he's not gonna develop those traits into being elite. Your athleticism is what should have, like, that's your elite trait that you should be building your, like, your game should be built around that. And I almost like, it's rough to not see his athleticism flash at all. It's like, yo, this guy might really have some struggles with understanding how to use his athleticism. So that kind of scares me. I do feel like it's too early to write him off, but bro, I think he's got the first 2 months for me in the regular season.
yeah. Nah, let's see. Hey, there he is, man. There he is, man. Scoot Henderson, but um, yeah. I mean, compared to because the only reason why I asked for is because compared to the other guy, also obviously
Yeah,
You have
yeah,
Jalen, then Kuminga. The other dudes, I'll be honest, I have never heard of these guys.
yep.
I would lie if I said I knew them.
Yeah, bro, 100%. And then even like if you look at the other picks that are missing in the shot here, right? Like still all like late picks banking on hope. Okay, hold up. So we got the 14th pick is the Blazers, which is so far like on track.
Yes,
Okay, so that pick didn't jump up from 14. The 13th pick, Sacramento. So that's on track.
yes.
All right, here's the pick. Here's the pick. It's either OKC and they keep the pick. OKC is 12.
Hmm.
So
Nice,
OKC keeps their pick at 12 so far. No
not
changes.
nice.
Houston doesn't keep that pick. Chicago is 11. Yeah, big up Daniel. Shout out to you. Everybody, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We're out here, people. Utah. Utah is 8. No, hold up. Utah's 10? Bro, what the hell?
Oh, Utah, yeah,
No, hold up, hold
Utah,
up, hold up.
they
Utah
hold
is
Utah.
10. That means Atlanta and Houston jumped up in the draft, bro.
Yes, yes.
Oh shit, the Raptors aren't gonna keep their pick. That's hilarious. Unless the
All right,
Raptors
but
went up as well. This 8 is probably gonna be San Antonio. Yep. So the Raptors didn't keep their pick, people. It dropped to eighth overall.
damn,
um,
damn, you hate to see it.
bro, Atlanta and Houston jumped into the draft. Houston they have their young talent for the most part.
No, I like what Houston got, and I got what like I like what they got going on there. I think they just I think in the they building something that and it's something good to look forward to. I still don't know about what do you think about the Van Vliet on his contract there.
Bro, he's just a babysitter, bro. Him and what's it
Mm,
called?
Dylan Brooks.
Him and Dylan Brooks are just there to be OGs. Like the contract is from a basketball standpoint. So wait, yo, Detroit is 5. Oh my god, bro. Detroit had the best odds in the draft, and they're getting the 5th pick.
Oh,
Oh
you hate
my
it.
god.
Hey, that's the same man. The life of a Detroit fan, man.
Yo,
You
on
must
God,
hate
I
it.
swear this happened like 2-3 years ago. 1 second.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. When I think when what when what's it the Melo draft?
No, bro, more recently. So I think it
Yeah,
was
it definitely was recent. I know that. Shit, I forgot though. Was it the one when the Lakers made the top four?
nah, yo, hold up. Let me
Yeah,
see.
yeah. You need to look it up because I don't remember.
Do this research. I'm gonna do this research real quick. Did they show the lottery? Like, no, they don't. Have to do this later. But yo,
Mm.
Detroit got so screwed. Oh my god.
Yeah, they were predicted for the first, right?
Yes, bro, they had their best odds. Like their odds of not
Shit.
having a like they had 50-50 odds to not have a top pick. But yo, it's Detroit. Like this is some of the worst luck. Oh
Yeah,
my
I'm seeing that. Bro, I see Thompson like he's like. I saw Thompson's reaction to it. He's like, I can't believe it. My team's gonna be shit for another year.
Yo, and then his brother is on the team with the better talent, and his brother got a top pick as well, which means like Houston is they're gonna be able to make trades with good young pieces because they have too many of them. So like if you think about how bad some of their contracts are, like you could trade a top young player with Van Vliet for maybe an actually like a player that's getting paid as much as Van Vliet, but actually lives up to it. Um.
Nah, this is,
Oh my god.
so who's so sorry because obviously my stream was a bit delayed, but it's okay though. But so
Yeah.
who's in the top five right now?
So
As of right now, yeah.
the top 4 is Atlanta, Houston, San Antonio, and I think Washington. Yeah.
Whew.
So here's the thing, right? Washington, they need the young talent. Fair, right?
Mhm.
Atlanta, quietly, this is pretty big for them. Because
Yes.
their roster is in hell. And what I mean by that is that like they have Trey Young, which I don't think they're in a great position with in terms of his contract. I don't think
Yes.
they have any resources to actually get better because they still owe San Antonio picks for DeJounte Murray, right? So they can't really get better to convince him to stay, I don't think. They don't. I think they have one really good young prospect in Jalen Johnson. So they're in this weird place where they actually don't have any like good paths forward. But this pick maybe helps. Like maybe this pick helps you make the trade to get a good player to play with Trey Young, or it's not, or you trade Trey Young and this pick helps you get a good prospect to start your rebuild with Jalen Johnson. That organization needed it. San Antonio getting a top pick, bro. It is what it is, yo. They're just gonna stack so much talent around Wemby. This is gonna be fucking a headache for teams in 5 years. And then Houston. No, talked about Houston. I talked about San Antonio. Talked about Atlanta. Oh yeah, then Washington, bro. Like Washington, simple. Like they just need anything they can get from a talent standpoint.
Hmm.
Yo, Joel, that's what I'm saying. Getting like if they get picked number 1 overall, that actually might help you start the rebuild, right? We have number 1 overall. We have Jalen Johnson. We have Kobe Buffkin. We trade Trey Young. We get a bunch of assets back. We trade DeJounte, get a bunch of assets back. We might actually have a good young core.
So if they get if Houston get so Houston's in the top four, yeah.
Yeah.
So if they get number one, then what would you do? Do you just draft a player or?
Now, if Houston gets number 1, I think you have to. You either trade one of your young players on the team, or you trade that pick. Like somebody's getting traded because I think they have too much young talent to just add more young talent. You
Yeah.
also have good tradable contracts, right? Because if you look at let me look at Van Vliet's contract. I think the last year of his deal is actually uh oh no, sport track is actually a really good thing for a trade.
Yeah.
Um,
By the way, I think you were talking about the Detroit thing. Get missing out. I think it was literally last draft because I literally saw a tweet saying that
this
the
happened to
Pistons
them
won.
last year, right?
Yeah, because it says here tweet the Pistons won 31 combined games over the past 2 seasons and got back-to-back fifth overall picks. So think I think it was last season, though. But I know it definitely was very recent, like at least the last 2 years.
Yo, I did not know Spotrack's making you make an account to watch to look at the cap details. That's crazy. Where's a guy gotta go to get some fucking cap numbers? All right, yo. So, man, continue without disabling. What the hell? This first year passed, right? This year, 2025-26, $44 million. Actually, no. This if this is a team option, you can actually treat this like it doesn't exist, bro. You can trade Fred Van VanVleet's 42 million on its own
Yeah.
with a good young player, and you can get back a bigger $42 million contract. Yo, I think Atlanta got the top pick. I went. I stopped looking at the TV for a second. I think Atlanta.
Yeah, because mine's behind in this, so I'm just
Yeah,
literally
Atlanta got the top
my,
pick.
okay. What's the order?
I missed the rest, bro. Oh, okay. So
I'm about
Atlanta
to see it. I'm
1,
about to see it now. Yeah, actually.
Washington
Oh,
2, Houston 3, San Antonio 4.
before, yeah. Hmm. Who would have thought?
That's crazy. That's crazy. So yo, Atlanta gets to really like they're in an interesting situation, yo. Where's oh man, the Atlanta Hawks streamer that I've done some streams with, he's probably gassed right now.
Oh, bro, he must be.
The man like Landry Fields. That's crazy though, people. So we did the lottery shit. Hold on. Washington needs to get a star next to Bilal. He's gonna be a perennial all defensive team player. Hawks scammed the first pick.
Nah, I can't lie. If I'm the Pistons, I would be sick right now. I would be sick right
If I
now.
was the Pistons, I'd 100%, bro. This is agonizing stuff for them. Um, yo, damn. So the Blazers have 2 lottery picks. That's good for them. They need it. The Spurs have 2 lottery picks. That's good for them. They need it. Honestly, yo, think about how many teams won for specifically like one team to lose, bro. Detroit is not only that they got fucked over. I think they're the main team that got fucked over. Because the thing is, right? So for the Raptors, we don't have this pick, but the situation was if this pick, it was protected 1-6. If it didn't convey and we kept it, our next year's pick is protected 1-6. Next year's draft is supposed to be much better. So like this outcome, it's not really even that bad for Toronto. It just is like it's unfortunate that you have to wait another year, but it'll mean we get a better player for the most part, right? We didn't get screwed over like that. Bro, Detroit got, oh my
Oh
god, that's
yeah.
horrible.
Hey man, this is the thing, like, bro. You don't always get rewarded for being the worst team, man. That's what they say.
Yo,
It
they've had
happens.
some of the worst luck, bro. And I think like if they draft one of the G League Ignite brothers again, that's rough for them.
Trust me. But I have to go because I
Yeah.
actually have to go and pick up some food in it. But thank you for having me on in it.
Yeah, bro.
If
Appreciate
you
you being here.
yeah,
I'm gonna
man.
wrap the stream up as well. But yeah, there's a playback stream going on the Sarcasm
Yeah,
City
Nick. Yeah,
playback.
Nick Pacers.
Yeah, for the watch along for this game that's coming up. So everybody that's here, make sure you guys head to the playback. I'll drop the link real quick. Um,
So yeah, I'm
but
a
yeah,
bit. But you guys, yeah, big up to you, Alam, every single time.
hell yeah.
Love.
Salute, bro. Thank you for being here. Every guys, make sure you guys go to the playback on Sarcasm City. Go check out the stream they have going on. They're doing a live stream for Pacers Knicks. Big game there. Pacers try to even up the series. As far as Raptors content goes, we're back in the game, people. This lottery outcome gives us a bit of direction on how things are going to go forward. We know we have our draft pick next year, but also what would have happened is if we kept this pick and the Raptors pick next year was held up on the conditions to the trade to San Antonio, you can't trade that pick because you don't know if you have it or not. But the way the NBA rules work is that you can't trade back-to-back picks. So then we also wouldn't have been able to trade the pick after that either, right? So you're talking about 2025 and 2026. The Raptors would not have had a pick to trade until 2027 had we kept this pick. So in that timeline, right, you keep your pick, but you actually have a pretty limited potential of what you can do in the offseason. Now it's open season kind of. You have basically access to all your draft picks going forward. You still have 2 picks in this draft. You're a lot more free in the trade market. So things have kind of opened up a little bit, and we'll see what happens. Now that this is set, the off-season planning can begin a lot more. And with that taking shape means I'm going to get in my bag in terms of the off-season coverage. I found out that that's the stuff I enjoy talking about and covering the most, probably more so than games even, on some sicko shit. Like, I love talking about salary cap stuff and trade potential and all these things. So that's what we're going to be doing, people. Keep your eyes peeled to the channel. We will be here. We will be talking about the offseason. We'll be talking about all the potential outcomes when it comes to draft picks, trades, signings. Subscribe, make sure you like the channel. Those are 2 very important forms of engagement for the growth of a YouTube channel. Like real quick before we leave, I just wanted to respond to a comment here. That's the Kawhi pick, brother. No, I wish it was the Kawhi pick. This was the Jakob Pertl pick. That's just how I'm gonna leave. That's how I'm gonna leave and end this stream, people. Shout out to everybody that tapped in. Appreciate you guys for being here. We will be here going forward. Quick little lottery stream. And like I said, lots of content coming up. Stay tapped in, people. Peace.